What's going on, gamers? DBMgamer here, and I want to do a quick beta primer for the Destiny beta that we're fixing to run up on, and also give you guys a few extra little tidbits and tips. But before I get into all of that, I got to get to my shoutouts. My shoutouts is how I show appreciation back to the community of people that have supported me and got me this far, and also for appreciation for that, I actually dropped a montage video. I used to do a lot of montage videos when I first got into YouTube. And I made a pretty decent one. If you want to check it out, I'll put the link right there at the bottom. But let's get back to the shoutouts. Shoutouts to Ronald Brown for dropping me a sub, Lee Carter, Bloody Silence, 19, Altair 061599, S Domin 78, Ava 6581, Johnny Espino, Barf Inox, and Derek Russell. All these people dropped me a sub. Kind of really blew my channel up and got a lot of emails on it. Now, I had a contest a few videos ago for what do you think was the worst song that you could hear or have sung to you in prison, and the winners were going to get free beta codes. Now, those winners were Moon Pearl 28 with Christina Aguilera's Genie in a Bottle. It'd be pretty scary to hear in prison. Pete Plaza, who went with the Childhood Fears of You Are My Sunshine. It's pretty spooky. But the big winner for me was Ronald Brown, who set his up quite nicely. To quote him, he said, "Imagine this, you're in a jail cell with your jailmate, and then all of a sudden you hear him or her start singing, 'I touch myself. I want you to touch me.'" Yeah, that'd be pretty friggin' scary. I would not want to be in the jail cell with that guy. Alright, so back to the topics at hand. IGN has been dropping these TDM maps, the Crucible maps, and they've been showing some pretty good stuff, but I want to talk about where we were actually going to be able to go in the Destiny beta. Now, Bungie has not officially said, but I'm here to basically officially tell you what I think. So let's bring up the map that they had for the alpha. Now, this shows you where you were allowed to go. Now let's go to where I think we're going to be allowed to go in the beta. Now you're looking at a lot of new areas that are going to be available to us. I think we're going to be allowed to go. I think we're going to get to go on the moon since they're showing TDM maps there. Venus most likely. Mars as well. Now if you're talking about the moon, locations that we'll be able to hit, I think are going to be the moon base. And also located on the moon is an area that of particular interest to me is the Hellmouth. The Hellmouth is supposed to be the home base of the Hive. And we've dealt with the Hive a lot already on this channel. So that'll be pretty cool to actually go to where their home base is and pay them a visit. Now other areas that are on there are Venus. Now with Venus you've got a couple spots that we're probably going to be able to hit. One being the Vex Citadel. Now, this is supposed to be the home of the Vex, so they're going to run into a lot of resistance there if we're actually allowed to go there. And also the Shattered Shore. And this is a location that's known as the Archive. The Archive was actually leaked in a video where if you played very close attention, they showed a mission detail, and the mission detail was to go to the Shattered Coast and hit the Archive. And then a third location is Mars. Mars is the place where the Cabal are held. The Cabal are the like twice your size people that you see, and they're almost like, I don't know, ape-like in proportion. They carry some huge armor. They got some giant shields. They're the ones that are basically running the place on Mars. And then you've also got where the places you're going to be allowed to go will be the Dust Palace. Now within the Dust Palace, if you can actually get there, there's another location known as Charlemagne's Vault. Now what will be the really coolest thing that's in Charlemagne's Vault? Well, it'll be this badass hand cannon. This is known as the Thorn. And to me, it's one of the sweetest looking design pistols that they've got in Destiny. The last location that I want to talk about is the Reef. The Reef is the weird little purple section that's at the top of the map there. I don't know if we're going to be allowed to get in there. The only detail I can give you on the Reef is there's supposed to be a Reef Queen that's supposed to be the bounty. It's supposed to be like the holder of bounties. Now I don't know if that's actually going to be in the beta or if they're going to allow you to pass through the Reef and go to other areas. But I just thought I would put that tidbit in there. Now let's quickly talk about your guns. You have 4 classes of guns. You have white, which is your common. Green. Now if you get a gun in the beta that's got green, don't immediately ditch it. I want you to look very closely at it. This is a gun that you'll be able to upgrade with either money or weapon parts or other materials. But if you get a gun with that's highlighted in green, you pay attention to it because it's something you'll be able to actually make better for you. Now, if you can get your hands on a blue highlighted weapon or armor, that's considered rare. If you have managed to get your hands on something that's got purple behind it or even gold behind it, well, yeah, you should be smiling from ear to ear because those are either exotic or legendary weapons. Now let's talk about experience levels. The max rank has already been said that it's going to be 20, but there is a way to exceed that. If you manage to hit 20 in the beta, you will be able to exceed the level cap. This is what we call a soft cap. But what you're going to have to do is start to gather up motes of light. Now, not all that clear as to what you're going to be able to do to have to get a mote of light. I think it's experience related. But once you hit level 20 and you realize you're not getting any more experience, it's not the end of the road. There's actually more to do. Alright guys, well that's it. I'm out of here. If you enjoy this type of video, just feel free to drop a comment or a like, or if you want to see more, drop a sub. Alright, but as always guys, have a good one.